All right, John Martinez worked his way up here earlier with a problem with the microphone, as he is an audiovisual engineer, self-proclaimed philosopher, a foodie, an entrepreneur, and as a child, he'd always been curious to know just how the universe operated. Since then, he has concluded that reality is just an illusion. I was supposed to read it that way, exactly. Reality is just an illusion. Dude. Now he runs and operates his business called Direct Motion Technologies and Audio. Do we get a whoop for that? Whoop! An audio, visual, and event technology company. Loves what he does. About to tell you why if the mic doesn't cut off. Give it up for John Martinez.
All right. Space bar. All right, so this is me as a kid, and this is a battery. When I was 6 years old, I got a battery, a hammer, and a nail, and I began to slam the nail into the battery. See, my goal was to open up the battery so that I can see what was giving the battery power. When I was 9 years old, I opened up an old giant floppy disk computer. I got the internal speakers, wires, cables, and a piece of metal. I connected it all together with some batteries, and then I could bang on the piece of metal and hear the sound come out of the speakers like an electronic drum. Fast forward 2 decades later, I run and own audiovisual and event technology company. We have done the AV production for several PechaKuchas in the past. In fact, we're doing this one right now, like Randy Beamer said. My team is out there, and right now I'm up here chit-chatting, which is fun. So, I love what I do for a living. I get to work with awesome organizations like PechaKucha, and it's my job to stimulate your senses. You see, you hear me? Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Spit a flow hot like one sun, one moon. Flow tight like PechaKucha night. Anyways. Yeah, so we deal with powered speakers, lighting, and visuals. So I love to learn how our ears transmit vibrations into sound and how our eyes transmit light waves into images. So we are able to see. We can see now in the moment itself. Anyways, we're here right now. And right now I'm up here speaking to you, and you're all observing me do so. So you look at me, you see me. But it's fascinating how we're able to observe the environment around us. We can see all of this, all this space, and we can feel it, all this energy. Think of your body as a machine, and your machine comes equipped with a set of mechanical devices or sense organs. These devices transmit electrical chemical signals up to the brain, thus creating the current state of being that you see, your reality. This guy right there, he had took full control of his body with that stick. Now our eyes, they pick up the light waves. From our eyes, they travel up to the brain and transmit it into this so we can see this. It's very fascinating, the gift that we are able to see. So I see all of y'all at the moment. Now, can I have everybody close your eyes? Close your eyes for a second and just imagine this scenario. I am creating sound right now. That sound is traveling through the air, vibrating. That vibration is entering your ear, traveling up to your brain, making me sound like this. So you can open up your eyes. If a tree falls in the middle of the woods and no one is around to hear it, will it make a sound? Think of it like this. The tree falls, vibration is created. That vibration travels as far as it can go, never reaching any ears. Therefore, no sound is ever created or developed, right? All right, on the count of 3, I want everyone to clap your hands 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So that was cool, right? A sound that we all created. But even more awesome is that we can feel our hands touching our hands, or we can feel our shoes wrapped around our feet, or our shirts on our backs. We also have the ability to smell pizza when it's nice and warm. And even better, we can taste pizza. Some of you may have sprayed some type of fragrance or perfume to stimulate the senses of others, right? You want to smell good, right? Or no? Anyhow, so we have these 5 sensations that are picked up by our senses from the external world. So we have all this energy coming towards us, and we can feel it, we can see it, we smell it, we taste it. But is that really coming from our brain? Think about it. Physics is too complex to discuss at the moment with the time I have. So in a nutshell, everything is made of atoms. You and I are made of atoms. The space between us is made of atoms. This mic is made of atoms. At a subatomic level, atoms is just made of empty space of pure energy, so atoms don't exist. So if atoms don't exist and our brains are made of atoms, then our brains don't exist. So this must mean that our thoughts are coming from somewhere else. We think we exist because we have brains, but those brains don't exist. So what's up with that? I don't know, we gotta figure it out. Anyways, we see, who is it that thinks you are thinking right now? Who is the one that's telling you you are here? How do you know it's you? Who is it? It has to be coming from somewhere other than our physical form. I want everyone to picture a pink pigeon in your mind right now. Imagine a pink pigeon in your mind. Where is that image of the pink pigeon coming from? Well, we can literally create anything with our mind. I can think about picking up my hand like this. I can think about walking like this. And I walk like this. We create it. So you are the creator of everything you experience. It is you that is creating this moment. It is you that is creating my voice. It is you that is creating everything in this entire venue. You are the creator. You create. It is you. So we are here creating. Can I have everyone stand up? Please stand up for a moment. Just get in your body, act like you're at church, pick your hands up. Just feel the energy. Feel the energy surrounding you. So I didn't make everyone stand up. You created that moment for yourself. I just showed you can do it. So we are and have been creating our reality this whole time. Don't just accept reality as it is. Create it. Take control. Create the life you want. Create the goals you want. Create the wealth you want. Broadcast the reality you want. Create with intention. Ladies and gentlemen, the creating begins now.
Which mic should I use?
Use both.
Okay. Did you say broadcast the reality that you want?
Yeah, because we are creating it, we broadcast it. You know a lot about that.
Yeah, but we don't broadcast the reality that we want. I wish we did. Okay, no wait, okay, now this is, stand up here. Let's see if we can get up and send him some energy. Where did you go to school to kind of get deep and philosophical? By the way, is there a CBD oil company representative? Because we need one more sponsor. I think we got an opening. Kidding. Well, I didn't mean it in a bad way. Okay, so anyway, seriously, where did you go to school and to keep this? A lot of people who think technical fields aren't as creative, aren't as introspective, stereotype people, wrongly, but where did you get into this concept?
So I went to school at San Antonio College, and I also worked with other AV companies in the past, which I learned a lot from.
Okay, see, I wanted you to get out in front there.
All
That's
right.
where the energy, feel the energy.
Let's feel it.
Was anybody in your family into the kind of stuff that you were with the batteries and the speakers and the taking things apart?
Not necessarily. Growing up, my grandpa was a musician, so I always saw him play with speakers, sound, accordions, all the guitars, pretty much everything that I do now. Not as big, but he played with it, and I used to play as well.
So when you decided what you wanted to do, how did you wind up in your own business of AV?
Well, working with other companies, I decided, I want to do my own thing. I was also taking business classes, and I figured, I'm going to make it happen because we create, and I created.
Okay, by the way, I think your mic's popping a little. What's the worst and best mic checks that you've ever heard? Mic check, sibilance. So what's the best and the worst?
I don't know. They're good. Everybody does different tones, different melodies.
All right, that's dumb question number 2. I'm sorry. Where do you go from here? I asked her, but everybody, if you're kind of a deep guy, do you want to have more of this? Do you like this, or are you going to do something else as well? You want to do like music sound?
Not necessarily music. I like setting up for bands and doing concerts and stuff like that. As far as the philosophical, I like teaching the people and opening up their minds so they can do the same thing.
I was going to ask, like, what do you do sometimes during when the bands are on, but I won't ask that. How is this for a place for audio? This has always been, and I've been here before, a tough place for audio acoustically just because of the round nature.
So when we were doing the sound check, there was a lot of resonance, which was causing feedback, so we had to kind of, work with that, the highs, the lows, frequencies. Make it sound nice.
Okay, and what's the best way to get off stage? Say, and if you could beatbox. Do you beatbox?
I don't, but I can try.
Go ahead. Give it up for... Awesome. Give it up for John A. Martinez!